This is a Your Last Resorts production.
Hey guys, it's your host, Brandon Lejean of the Your Last Resort podcast. Just a quick reminder that we have stickers available if you guys want them. Feel free to email me or message me. We got t-shirts like the one that I'm wearing here, Sophisticated Lifestyle times Your Last Resort, limited edition collab. So get them while they're still available. You can find that link in my bio too. Guys, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. Please, please, please. It helps with the numbers. It helps get new people listening. Thank you guys so much. Without a further ado, enjoy the episode. And welcome back to the Your Last Resort podcast with your host, Brandon Lejean, a.k.a. The Shoe Comic. This week, I have a super exciting guest. He was just at a drop-in spot at the show that I was telling you guys about last episode. He's a comedian, actor, writer. He was on Fox's Laughs and Revolt TV. You can see him perform throughout the whole country. Jamario McClain, thank you for being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt, bro. Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, man. So how we kind of get the podcast started, break the ice for some of the guests who aren't, super comfortable on camera and all that is we do a would you rather to start it off. So this would you rather for you right now. Would you rather have Superman powers or get $100 every day when you wake up?
Oh, man, come on, bro. That's easy, dog. Superman powers.
Okay, you're going Superman powers like that. No questions asked.
Hey, if you would have said 100,000 every day, then it'd be like, all right, let's just let the days add up. But 100?
I get.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I have Superman powers, bro. I'm unstoppable, and I'm basically gonna get that every day anyway. Superman powers.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one too. I didn't think, if you do the 1,000, even 1,000 a day, it makes a difference because it adds up more. But like you said, if you're a superhero, like I'd monopolize that shit. I'd make people pay me after they save them and stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, I would just be fucking robbing banks. I would.
Not even gonna be a superhero, just a super villain.
Oh no, see, I ain't gonna make sure nobody get hurt, but I'm gonna be robbing banks, bro. I'm gonna be going after the fucking feds, Federal Reserve.
I like it. That's a good answer. Okay, man. So there's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk to you about with your comedy and then some other stuff. How long have you been doing stand-up? I was trying to do a dive on your Instagram. How long have you been doing it for?
I've been doing it 11 years, bro. I started in December of 2009.
Okay, wow, that's a long time. So yeah, you've just been doing it forever, grinding it out. I mean, that's cool though. I mean, it definitely shows you were awesome. Any of the listeners, if you listen to last week, I talked about that backyard show, and my parents loved you. They were the couple, the old couple sitting right in the front and stuff. And
your parents is cool, bro. Your parents is cool.
I'm glad. Yeah, it was funny because I was in the back at the very back when your set was going on, and I heard you were talking about like eating ass and the booty hole and stuff like that, and I like heard you like crowd working with someone, and I looked and I was like, oh, that's my mom, and I was like, what is my mom saying to him? I'm glad I can't hear whatever she was saying.
See, like a situation, my parents, they used to come out, I've been doing it for so long. They come out to like the more bigger special shows, but I learned early on not to hold back when they're in the audience. So I'm not saying like I knew those were your parents, but just in general, like if it's funny, it's funny. And I feel like it's just, we comedians, we're supposed to talk about what other people are uncomfortable talking about, especially in public, or, you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I agree with you. There's a thing where it's like, don't hold it back. Like if I have a funny joke that touches on Black culture, I'm not gonna not do it because I'm in a room where there's like a bunch of black guys. I'm like, what if they don't think I'm funny? And no. Like if it's funny, it'll be funny. I'm not gonna hold back for anyone. So yeah, I get what you're saying. That's a good way to look at it. I think as a young comic, for a lot of young comics, it's hard to do that at first. You get nervous with who you're performing for and all that kind of stuff.
It's important to read the room and the crowd that you're performing for, but as far as just holding back, it was never. If my parents is there, I would go even harder. Like I'm gonna do the opposite.
Yeah.
And I didn't know those were your parents, but I could tell there was an older couple, white couple, and they sit in front row, so I know they're there to laugh. They're there to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody sit front row. Even if their kid is performing, they'd be like, nah, we'll support you from the back. We're not going to go in the front.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we could get ridiculed and fucked with the whole night. But yeah, your parents are cool, bro. Your dad is. I seen your dad laughing at a lot of shit, and it's like I don't pay attention, but I notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
my dad loves stand up and all that stuff. So he enjoys, when he like the whole week I was like, yeah, he's coming on my podcast, and he was like, oh, I'll finally fucking listen to your podcast then, because like he loves like good comedy, and he has a barber shop, so he owns a barber shop in Brea, like literally across the street from the Improv. So I've grown up in Brea my whole life. I live right by the Improv and all that. But
see, once they open back up, shit, I was supposed to headline there last May, and it got canceled because of COVID.
I saw that on your Instagram, and what's funny is after you saw that, I remember like seeing your stuff, because ironically enough, my girlfriend also used to work at the Improv back when it was open, so she was a waitress there, and so she was always filling me in on who was doing shows there and all that stuff. But
yeah, bro, that should be your home club once they open back up. Shit, you right there.
That's what I'm hoping.
Nah, you could do it easy. They'll work a deal with you. You just produce a show there. Shit, you from there.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. As long as they know people coming, they gonna fuck with you. Period, bro.
Yeah, they just want the money. So
they just want the money.
That's not a bad idea, yeah, because I, just growing up in Brea my whole life, like I know people, I can guilt enough people into coming that they wouldn't be upset with the crowd I brought or whatever. So
and you're still, how long you been doing stand up?
A year and a month.
Oh yeah, see, you a baby. You're not even a baby, bro. You're a fucking fetus right now.
No,
but
exactly.
People will still come up to you. I mean, people will still come out and support. Mm-hmm. Like after a while, 10 years in the game, like I have family members still ain't never even came to one of my shows, and I'm from LA. Yeah. But when you're new, friends and family will come and support you when you're new still, and they're not gonna be like, I already came to your show, already seen your jokes, like you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So it's just easier to put your head in that kind of in that atmosphere, try to produce your own shit. Cause that's how I got better. I started producing like 2 years into comedy, just like hosting my own shows.
I got you, yeah. That's cool, man. So yeah, you were just saying. You were saying like less people kind of started coming out as you got longer in. So did you feel like, maybe you're like in your 6th year and you're like, yo, my shit's way better than it was year 1, but now kind of less people care because you've been doing it as long, or no? Like it's still the same interest?
I think it's just like keep going, bro. There's no one way to do it, but as far as is not caring who's there. Like the whole point is to be funny in front of strangers. Yeah. That's when you know you're funny. You know what I'm saying? Or there's nobody
exactly, there. Yeah.
Nobody's there to support. The first time I ever did stand up, I did it at a barbershop in like downtown LA. And I brought like 10, 12 people. Uh-huh. But it was just like a lot of the other comedians was on that show. They didn't believe me. That was my first time. And I was like, well, I brought half the crowd, so I don't know if that was in my favor. People were supporting me, but you know what I mean? Once you're performing in front of strangers or people that do not know you, and they're not biased about the shit. They're just gonna laugh because it's funny.
Yeah, so it's like, you.
Yeah, so it's like, but you still want people to show love and come out,
Yeah. I get what you mean. It's people always just love supporting like your newest endeavor. People think it's cool, but then I'm sure like when this podcast first came out, people were like, oh my gosh, like he has a podcast, that's so cool. And then now 46 episodes in, they're like, I don't give a fuck about your podcast no more. Like stop trying to get me to listen, all that shit. So I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like doing fucking network marketing, bro. You can't, after a while, you can't sell to your family and friends. Like you got to go out to the new market, people that don't know you.
And I think the thing though is it feels awesome to like, do good in front of your friends and family because you want their respect. But like you said, there's something about taking a crowd that doesn't know who you are, doesn't give a fuck about who you are, and then you have a good set and you're like, and like that feels amazing. Because like you said, if shit's funny, people are going to laugh. So if you can get a bunch of strangers who don't care about you, the guy with his back turned to you at the bar laughing, then that's when you're doing good.
Hell yeah, I love the bar shows. That's where I got my muscles. Performing in strip clubs for nobody. Motherfuckers come for the girls.
Damn. Do you have a crazy bombing story? Like you have your worst bomb story, off the top of your head, or is that kind of just you're talking
Um,
about the strip clubs and all that, and I'm sure you got some crazy sets and stuff from
I feel
those
like
types of shows.
my definition of bombing is when people boo you off the stage.
Okay.
Motherfuckers not laughing at me is not bombing.
I get you.
People are polite in LA. Like in other cities, motherfuckers will boo you off the stage or shake keys and shit at you. But
Jesus.
bombing, I used to do shows at nursing homes. Those used to feel
Wow.
like bombing. But
God.
some of them felt like Def Comedy Jam. Some of them felt like I was bombing. But then after the show, people would be like, "Yeah, you're funny. I appreciate." Like they were all happy. Like, bro, like, you weren't laughing though. What are you telling me? Like, you trying to make me feel good? But
Yeah.
it's one story, and you know Roast Battle, right?
Yeah.
You know Roast Battle Comedy Star. So the dude that started and host Brian Moses.
Yeah.
All right, so years before he started the roast battle, he was like a door guy at the Comedy Store, and he used to like get up on different shows. And there was a comedian named Spanky Hayes that used to be on Wild 'N Out, and this fool
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
he had a variety show in the main room. This was like at least like 6-7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
He had a variety show in the main room where he had comedians, he had rappers, singers. It was just like a shit show. It was a bunch of different acts and
Yeah.
and I knew Spanky, and I was just trying to get stage time. I wasn't booked, but I was hanging out backstage, and he was gassing me up, saying, "Oh yeah, I'll let you go after this person." And then he kept like gassing me up. He kept like oh, after the next person, and I didn't care. I was just hanging out, and I wanted to get up. But then it came to a time he's like, "Oh man, we got to end the show. It's one more singer, and then one more comedian, but I'm gonna give it to Moses." And like I said, it was a singer, rapper, comedian, singer, rapper. Like he switched it up, and it's kind of like those type
Yeah.
of shows are kind of shitty because a lot of people a lot of people in the audience came for the singers and came from like for the other acts.
Yeah.
And then so when he told Moses, "Oh, you're gonna, you're the last comedian," and Moses seen I wanted to go up, and then he's like, "You want to just go up together and we could just riff and then act like we're rappers?" Or it was something stupid, bro. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'll do it." I was like, "I don't care, I'll do it."
Uh-huh.
Hey, so I know he's gonna remember this too. It's been a while, but I know he remembers it for sure. So
Yeah.
we go out there, and I know improv. I never took a class, but I know like we kind of play off each other, and you can never say no. You got to just say yeah. Anything someone suggests, you got to go with it. And we were supposed to be rappers, and we go out there unprepared, and when we just started like bullshitting, and like less than 2 minutes, like not even 2 minutes, like a minute, people started booing, like, "Get the fuck off the stage!" Like, what?
Shit.
At the Comedy Store though.
Damn,
It was just funny. It was just like me and him were both laughing up there, and because we didn't do no material, I didn't try to do none of my material. We were literally like freestyling, we were basically trying to do improv,
Yeah.
and it was just that's like the only time that I ever got booed off the stage. Like that's all I don't consider bomb. It's been where I had bad sets.
Yeah.
I don't consider bombing where people don't laugh. I really don't consider. I consider bombings when they boo you off the stage, like Apollo, like the Showtime at the Apollo.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bombing to me. That shit's embarrassing, bro. Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's a good way to look at it. I think
when they're pulling you off, like get the fuck off. Like are the producer or wherever trying to get you off, and you're running the light, and they play music over you. That's kind of like bombing, especially if you're not doing good. But yeah, the people not laughing to me is like, fuck that. I guess we're doing a TED Talk then. You guys don't have to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this shit off my chest anyway.
That's awesome. My worst bombing story. I was about 2 months into stand up. Did you ever do the Chatterbox like in Pomona, like right outside of LA, or no?
I heard of it, but I never did it though. I heard of it though.
It's like a fun room, and they do an open mic on Thursdays. The 3-minute sets, 60 comic packed room, one of those open mics. And I got up early. I was like number 10, and like I said, I'm 2 months into stand up. Some comic took me there, and I was telling a joke about how I can't grow like a beard. I grow like a redneck neck beard, and I wanted to say people of color, and I said colored people, and I didn't realize I said it until like I'm like, yeah, I look like I pick on colored people, and then like no one gave a fuck about my set, but one black guy in the crowd, he goes, this man just said colored people. Are you fucking for real? And then like the whole crowd now is like, what did he say? And like they're starting to get loud as fuck. And like and I literally like I'm so new in the middle of my joke. I just put the mic in the stand, was like, thank you very much, and I just got out of there and left. And
Hell yeah. That's the best thing to do. When to abort early, like, all right, let's abort this mission.
Yeah,
Color people's not, to me, color people's not offensive. Like, they used to say that shit. Like, I don't think it's offensive.
See, it just is one of those. It's one of those things where like if I would have said it, like if I said it on purpose, I'm sure I would have been prepared for a reaction. But in my mind, I didn't say anything bad. And then when he said it, it was like it replayed in my head, and I was like, oh, I fucked up. Like this set's done with. There's no coming back from this shit.
It's like, yeah, they used to say Negroes and then colored people and then African American and then black and then now niggas. No, I'm just like, it's always been in that order though. It's always been in that order, basically.
Yeah, I get you. Shoot, man, there's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about too is you've been hosting a show during COVID, right? Like you've been able to keep something going and get a nice show going on over at Bricks on Sunset.
Yeah.
Right? How's that been going?
It's been going. We've been doing it since like September. The owners of that bar, they own like 5 different bars. Mm-hmm. And I used to do a show in Staten at their bar called Bottoms Up. Okay. And then they have one in Long Beach called Dailies. So like it's just like once a month rooms. And I guess they just took over Bricks, and I hit them up about Bottoms Up, and they were like, well, we got this one in Huntington Beach you want to do, because the cops don't go there. It's pretty low key. It's a wine bar. Yeah. And it's been cool, actually. It's been cool. The next one I'm gonna do is February 19th. I'm gonna have Jamar Neighbors.
Okay, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was just on Rogan. He just did.
I saw that.
Yeah, he just did JRE, and that fool was in the movie Keanu. He's a Comedy Store regular. And then I'm gonna have Black Jesus from Adult Swim.
Okay, that's dope.
Slink Johnson, he plays Black Jesus on that show. Uh-huh. So they're gonna come out on the 19th, but it's a cool, like, it doesn't get too packed. It'd probably be like 40, 50 people, and most people have masks on, but it was funny because I just posted a pic and somebody commented saying, I don't get it. I'm confused. No mask, no social distancing. You could literally be killing someone. This is a comedian that said that. Yeah, and I was like, I just liked the comment. I didn't even respond. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back and forth.
It's not even worth responding to him on that.
It's
That's a dope lineup though. So if you're listening and you're free on, you said the 19th.
Yeah, February 19th. It's called Bricks. Bricks at Sunset. It's Sunset Beach, but the address is Huntington Beach. That's just confusing, but it was. Yeah, it was a comedian that was there the last one I did. His name's Franz. He's from New York. He's a really funny comic. And he was like, where am I at? And then he was like, Huntington Beach. And then some there was a black dude that works there. He's like, I don't know. He knows the owners. I don't even know exactly what he does, but he probably stocks the liquor or something. But he was like, it's Sunset Beach. And he's like, all right, well, what police is showing up to beat your ass? Like, what city are they from? Like, it was hilarious. Like, what cops are showing up?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So funny.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's super cool that you've been able to kind of do it and keep it alive and have some show going on. Because otherwise, it's a lot of backyard park mics, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah,
I went in Montana last year in March, and I headlined a show out there, and that was like the weekend before St. Patrick's Day. And when I got back, like everything started closing. A lot of my shows are getting canceled, and then I went from like that second week of March all the way until like May with no shows at all. Yeah. That's when that shit hit hard. Yeah. And then I got hit up to do a Cinco de Mayo show, but it was like underground. It was in Boyle Heights. But it was fun though. And it was like I went 2 months without performing. So I go there and I just got shit-faced drunk. And I didn't bomb, but I was like so fucked up, dude. And I ended up throwing up. But it was just like, oh, this is my night back. I'm returning to comedy, and I get fucked up. And then, I went back like July, August to start picking back up.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was. It was kind of unfortunate because I was like 5 months into comedy, and then
Yeah.
the pandemic hits and I didn't perform like you said for 3 or 4 months, and then I get out, even like you said, it started opening back up, but a comic of 5 months, no one's calling me to come do their
Yeah.
shows. So it was once a week I'd go do a mic in a parking lot, and then it was twice a week, and one was a parking lot and one was a park.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of how it's been, but things are starting to look like they're going to open back up soon, and we'll be
Yeah,
moving
bro. Let's get on
towards
TikTok. Get on TikTok like everybody else. I was like, I just need
Yeah.
one. I just need one viral TikTok. No, fuck around. No, it's not the
That's
same.
true,
Like
though.
you could you could put your your comedy
Mhm.
chops for shit and practice like videos and the sketches and all that. But doing live stand up, yeah, it takes hella hours. You got to put in the work, bro. Like it's the
Yeah.
only way to do it is being in front of people.
Yeah,
It's impossible
exactly.
to do that shit through Zoom. The Zoom shows suck balls. I did like 3
Yeah.
of them.
I
I
haven't
hate
done one yet.
I hate any kind of virtual comedy show, bro. It's just
Mhm.
ridiculous. I'd rather do a parking lot or a drive-in show. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Zoom shows is no connection. It's kind of
Is
weird, actually.
Can you hear the crowd? We're
There's
in a
no
Zoom meeting right now. There's no crowd.
no. We'll see. Like if it's like they have, let's say 20, 30 people,
Yeah.
and they want people to laugh when it's funny, but then they want them to mute because it'd be like too much noise. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just weird. It's just weird, dude.
Yeah, that's
But
weird
but
because
But the good thing about it is on those type of shows, the only good thing is you can like promote and put your Cash App up or you're like,
oh,
like
okay.
your fucking
Yeah.
show. So people will tip you if they think you're funny. Like shit like that is pretty dope,
Mhm.
but there's no connection though. You could try material and then if you get a chuckle, then be like, oh, that may work. I'll try it when I do a regular show. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why everybody's leaving California because everywhere else is open basically. It feels like it.
Yeah, no, there's that mass exodus going to Texas, and then
Oh no, that's better for us. That's better for the comedians that's actually from out here. Because
yeah,
we
that's
ain't going
true.
nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, everywhere is open, bro. Vegas is open.
Yeah.
Texas, fucking Arizona. Like comedy clubs I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Comedy clubs are open. It's like
Yeah.
popping.
Yeah, yeah, you see everywhere, like the big names are headlining everywhere. I Right now I want to move into one of the first segments that we do. It's the Avid Deserter segment. This is where we talk about your top 3 desserts and your least favorite dessert. What
Yeah.
what are your top 3 desserts? And all I ask is that, don't be like ice cream, donuts, cake. Like what kind of ice cream is your favorite ice cream? Like that, I mean, a little, explanation with it.
Yeah. I was like, you got a little secret obsession with some desserts, huh?
I
You
do.
be
Yeah,
pouring that
this
shit on you pour that shit on your girl, huh? And be like, yeah, let me get some new ideas so I
yeah,
can take it to
yeah.
the bedroom.
Yeah, a little
Uh,
bit. It was one of those things at first I used to do, like, because, in-person guests, we would try a candy bar and rate it. But
oh
then it
yeah,
just progressed into this, just because I'm not going to be like, hey, man, can you do my podcast and go buy yourselves this candy bar?
right.
Like, it's a lot of
Let's
it's a lot
promote
of work.
let's promote freaking diabetes on this episode. Fucking
Exactly, man.
I like 7 Up cake. Like my
Wow.
favorite is like a cake. So 7 Up cake,
What's that?
which is basically like lemon cake. But you know what I'm talking
Okay.
about? Like
Yeah, okay, okay.
it's a usually a butt cake. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
circle, but it has like frosting on it, but it's like
Yeah,
tastes lemony, but it has frosting and it's not too sweet.
I get what you're talking
Uh,
about.
like so my favorite cake is for sure like a lemon cake, 7 Up cake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of chocolate. I like chocolate frosting on like yellow cake, like the
Mm-hmm. Okay.
cupcakes and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, yeah, 7 Up cake is number one for sure. Any
Yeah.
kind of cake like that, like with cream cheese, frosting, but it's
Yeah.
like usually buttery as hell, moist.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like the best thing is, yeah, that's the best thing I can think of is 7 Up cake. Like they
When
literally
you
have cake saying 7 Up on it, 7 Up cake.
when you first said that, I thought this was some like you said diabetes, so I thought this was some like real diabetes shit. Like you
Oh
pour
yeah.
instead of milk 7 Up into the batter, and I was like,
Oh
this
no,
is
that shit
above
has
my
seven.
pay grade.
It for sure has 7 Up, like the logo on it. So they probably put it in there.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
fire though. That's a fire ass cake.
Okay.
That's number one for sure. Cause I like cake, so
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like 7 Up cake, and then uh, fucking red velvet, which is
Okay.
basically chocolate with a
Yeah,
little bit of fruit flavoring.
we had a big debate on this on like a couple episodes ago. What the fuck is the flavor like of red velvet cake?
Oh yeah, it's chocolate, bro. It's just
Yeah, that
chocolate.
Okay, yeah, we found
The
out.
actual cake, the cake is chocolate, and then the frosting is it's the cream cheese, but it's like they usually use a white cream cheese on a velvet cake. So it's like white cream cheese on a chocolate cake, but they colored it red. Yeah.
We spent a lot of time arguing that, and then finally I was like, we should just fucking look it up. And I would never have guessed that it's just like cocoa powder, red food coloring, and like a cake mix.
Yeah, no, it's literally chocolate cake with food coloring. Yeah. So that'll be number one is the 7-Up, and then I like cheesecake. It don't matter.
Okay.
It could be
any kind.
It could be like, it don't have to be Cheesecake Factory style, but any kind of like cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake.
I like
fucking, because I don't fuck with because I'm in like my least favorite dessert is pies. Like I don't really like pies, and cheesecake don't count, even though it is a pie, but it just don't really count. Like I don't like apple pie. I don't like cherry pie, apple pie,
man.
I know, bro. I know it sounds anti-American, but no, I can't fuck with it. Can't fuck with apple pie, bro. I never really like apples though. I'm fucking with apple juice. I like apple juice, but I never liked apple as a fruit. So that's probably has something to do with it.
I guess that's true. Yeah, there are it's not like, like if there's apple in a smoothie, it's blended in and, filled with sweetener and stuff. But yeah, like you said, it's a little different when there's pieces of apple in it. So I get that.
Yeah. So, it's 7-Up cake, cheesecake. And then I got to do ice cream. So I'm going to go cookies and cream. Okay. That's like the go-to. That's the go-to black person ice cream, I think. I swear.
Man, I think everyone likes that ice cream. I fuck with that ice cream.
Well, I grew up like my mom always got Neapolitan when I was young, and I got tired of that shit.
I don't like Neapolitan that much. Yeah.
Neapolitan, and then all that was left was the vanilla, like chocolate strawberry gum.
Was it the big ass plastic jug with the 3 split flavors?
Exactly, the big ass jug that took up all the room in the freezer. So I was like, cookies and cream. Once I got older, like, I only fuck with Oreo cookies and cream. That's basically it. And then my least favorite is, I want to say apple pie.
Damn, apple that's tragic.
It's a toss up between apple or cherry pie. It don't matter. That shit is just garbage to me. I fuck with some peach cobbler though. Peach cobbler is pretty bomb with vanilla ice cream. That's another one that's pretty good. Yeah, but you gotta have
basically a pie though.
It is, but I have to. But I put ice cream on it though.
Okay,
and I think that's more culture. I think that's more cultural though. The peach cobbler.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I know what you. Yeah, I didn't grow up with a lot of peach cobbler in my household. We got a lot of plain cake with vanilla icing. There's not a lot of peach cobbler, but
you're right though. It is like a pie, and I kind of shitted on pies. And I was like, that kind of.
The ice cream makes a huge difference though. Like apple pie with vanilla ice cream is a top 3 dessert to me, but without ice cream, it drops significantly. It's not. You need the ice cream with certain desserts like that. The a la mode.
Yeah, what's the ones that McDonald's sell? Those shits are garbage, bro.
The little tiny pies or whatever.
Yeah, but aren't they apple though? They have the apple.
Yeah, they're apple, and they do like cherry pies. Your 2 fucking favorites.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I never fucked them. Like, you don't get that fucking bullshit out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry that where you're going to get pie, you go to McDonald's. Maybe you need to raise your fucking pie standards.
No, I go to Marie Callender's, bro. No, I'm just fucking with you. I go to Marie Callender's, Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
The grocery store.
That's what's up. All right, so that was the Avid Deserter segment, guys. Now, this is something that I was excited to talk to you about. So you played football at, I have no idea how I say the name of your school. I did a deep dive on your Instagram, and I'm gonna try it. Uchida Baptist University? What? How do you say it?
It's Ouachita.
Ouachita. I was not fucking close.
Yeah, I guess it's like a river out there in Arkansas.
Okay.
And I played football in JUCO. I went to Cerritos College for 2 years. And I was supposed to go. Well, not supposed to, but like I got offered. I went on a visit to like Portland State.
Wow,
and they were trying to offer me like a partial scholarship.
Yeah.
And these guys in Arkansas, the defense coordinator came out because I played safety. I played like corner and safety. Okay. And he was like, "You come out here, bro. If you come out, I will start you. You're gonna start full scholarship." And it was like I just jumped on the first one that offered the full ride, and I ended up in the sticks of Arkansas. It was a fucking dry county.
Wow, a dry county. That's terrible, dude.
Yeah, it was a dry county.
Was there at least like a non-dry county close that you'd have to?
Yeah. It was a spot. It was a spot called Hot Springs, Arkansas. It was like a 30-minute drive to go get liquor and shit. But it sounded made up though. the Ouachita Baptist University.
Yeah.
It was in a city. It was in a little town called Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Wow, that's
Like I
weird.
thought that shit was made up. I know. I was like Arkadelphia, y'all.
Yeah.
So creative out here.
Yeah, that sounds like some shit you were gonna show up to, and they were just gonna rob you and leave you in the middle of Arkansas.
Yeah.
I played football too. So I played 2 years at JUCO, and then I went to Murray State. Which, if you watch basketball now, that's where I went there when John Morant was there.
Oh, that's dope. Where's that again? North Carolina?
It's in the buttfuck middle of Kentucky, like out in the middle of nowhere. Dope. So like I feel you on the literally, if I would have went to school in 1945 like you, it would have been a dry county in Murray too. Like they were a dry county crazy. 10 years ago.
Yeah, they for sure had Ku Klux Klan rallies out that motherfucker.
Yeah, like we had a lot of problems where when the football team showed up to a team with the baseball party, we weren't allowed in because we weren't
too many black dudes.
Yeah, that's 100% what it was. Like they would the baseball team, they would tell us, our group, they'd be like, "Oh, you're making the party too dark." Like that was the shit that they would say. But like
that's funny as
no hell. No one ever like, none of the guys like on the team, like the black guys who they'd say it to, wanted, like, I was like, do we fight these people now? And they were like, dude, they're not fucking worth it. Like, let's just go somewhere else. They didn't give a fuck. But yeah, I feel you. So yeah, I went to it's so weird just going from, you grew up in LA, I grew up in Brea. Brea is not a huge city, but still being in Orange County and LA County, going to somewhere like that is such a culture shock.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did you enjoy it at least, or did you have fun out there or not?
Yeah, bro, for sure. I got I got the experience of leaving Cali for a little bit, and I don't know if you experienced this, but when they finally from California, they're gonna love you. Like a lot of people hate too, but they're either gonna love you or hate you. But I got my degree. I finished within a timely fashion. It was cool. It was a good experience though. It was just like, if you're gonna die, if you have like cancer or something, you only have a few like months or years to live, you need to move to Arkansas because time stops out there, bro. Like, wow, shit just goes slow. It feels like it's like, I feel like time was going backwards actually. Like, but it was cool though. Like, I feel like if I went to a bigger school, I probably would have fucked off more and got distracted more.
That's true. How many people went to the school? Do you remember?
Oh man, it wasn't that many. It was a little private school, and only black students were the athletes. Yeah. But it was still a cool experience though. It was fun. I wouldn't change it. It's just it was different though. It was a culture shock.
Yeah, that was kind of me too. Is just like you said, I wouldn't change it. I got a degree. I finished school and all that, and I got to play football, but there were definitely parts I hated. But I made friends that I'll have forever, and it's cool because I have friends all over you meet so many people, you now have connections all over the country, people that'll come see you if you're in this town and that town. And so
exactly.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. I was excited when I saw that you played football, because like when I met you, you were like a bigger dude and stuff, so I was like, oh, I could see that if you played like some sports or something. So I was glad that I got to talk with
me through. Sports got me through life, early part of my life. Yeah, got me through life and school.
Yeah, no, it helps a lot. It's crazy how much it helps people, like more than others, keeps them out of trouble, gives them a purpose, gets them going to school, gets people finishing school and all that.
I would never finish school.
All right, guys, we're going to move into the next segment right now. It is the Dumbass of the Week, brought to you by Red Foreman.
Dumbass! Dumbasses! Dumbass! 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 Dumbass!
The Dumbass of the Week this week is Angels fans like myself for thinking that we were going to get the pitcher Trevor Bauer. Are you a baseball fan? Are you a Dodgers fan? Or you don't really care about baseball?
Yeah, I'm a Dodgers fan. Yeah, you're an Angels fan?
Yeah, I'm an Angels fan. I mean, I've grown up 15 minutes from the stadium, and
yeah, of course.
We thought we were going to get Trevor Bauer, who's like one, Cy Young winner last year. And of course, he doesn't sign with the Angels. He signs with the fucking Dodgers. Like, insult to injury. It has to be the other home team stealing away the player that we needed the most.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was, but what were you saying?
Nah, that's the Dodgers just trying to repeat. We already fucking, if it wasn't for the Astros and the Red Sox cheating and shit, we probably already had a little dynasty going on.
Yeah, that's really true. I do feel bad for Dodger fans. I I was like happy when you guys won, but I was bummed because the only defense I had as an Angels fan was like, you guys haven't won since 1988. At least I remember what it feels like to win. And then
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
now people are like, when the fuck is the Angels won? 2002. I'm like, yeah, I was fucking 4 years old, like 5 years old. I can't claim
That's
like I remember that shit
that
anymore
shit's
either.
hilarious, bro. I feel
Yeah.
bad for Mike Trout, bro. He's so damn good, and nobody really,
Yeah.
people know
Okay.
if you know
Yeah.
baseball, you know how good he is, but he just
Yeah.
don't get to shine like in the playoffs and where it really
Yeah, they've
matters.
been to one playoff since he's been there. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I did feel bad for him, but when he chose to re-sign for 12 years, like, you made your bed, now you got to fucking lie in it. Like,
Oh yeah, he's just trying to
people,
get paid. He don't give a fuck about
yeah.
no championships.
And I respect him getting paid, but it's now I don't feel bad for him anymore because I'm like, you don't have a World Series trophy, but you have $450 million. So,
Oh yeah,
life
stupid
could be
paid.
a lot worse for him.
Yeah,
Um,
because there's some players like James Harden, they're going to chase the ring now.
yeah.
James Harden
Yeah.
is taking. Not only did he take less money by going to Brooklyn, dude, he left Texas where it's like, where like
No
the income
tax.
tax. Yeah,
Yeah.
he went to like the opposite, where
He
a
lost
state that tax you the
13
most off of
million.
income.
They
Yeah,
said
he's
13
definitely
million in
losing money.
taxes.
Yeah, he's losing money to go get that ring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like do you like KD?
Yeah, he kind of did the bitch way too to get the ring.
Yeah, I used to like him until that, and then I couldn't fuck with it, but I mean,
Yeah, he took the shortcut for sure. But it was just the whole disrespect to the team that you had against the wall, down 3-1. They came
yeah,
back and beat you. So obviously, if you would have stood in Oklahoma, you would have got over the hump. But he was like, "Nah,
yeah.
I can't. I got to go join them." And it's just
Mhm.
like to join a team that just came back to beat you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of yeah, it's whack. That
It
shit's
was
ultra whack.
it was a home move. Like I don't know. I didn't it makes me not like him. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but and to his defense, like you said, a lot of players do the super team thing, but to blow a 3-1 lead and then go join that team is just kind of as sad and pathetic.
It's kind of you disrespectful to yourself. Like you
Yeah.
don't believe in yourself.
No, I
But
totally agree with you.
yeah, to each its own and shit. LeBron started all that shit though, as far as
Yeah,
super.
no doubt. As much as I love LeBron, like I'm also not gonna act like he wasn't like, yo, let's go to fucking South Beach,
Yeah,
Dwayne
no, he
Wade and doing
started
all
that
that
shit.
shit.
He started that. He started that. Join mega teams. They were trying to get freaking Giannis, the Greek freak, to go to the Lakers. Did you know
Oh,
that?
yeah, I did.
He was
And
trying.
like,
That's why Anthony Davis didn't sign his contract right away. Like he
mhm,
was waiting just in case they got Giannis. They were literally
yeah,
like, "Oh, we're about to take over." Like,
that would have been so awful. Like, I'm a Lakers fan, and that would have been fucking horrible to watch. I would not want to watch Giannis, LeBron, and 80 just go like 82-0 the whole season and shit on
yeah,
everyone.
they definitely they would have looked like the aliens in the movie. Remember the movie Signs? Remember the movie Signs where
Yeah,
it was like that
yeah,
quick little footage of the alien walking by? These shoes
yeah,
would have been up. They would have been taller than everybody else, and it's
yeah.
just like longer than everybody else. That's kind of what Brooklyn's doing, and they just don't play
Hmm.
defense. But yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's hilarious. That shit's hilarious. Dude.
Yeah, bro. Brooklyn, like they're gonna make noise and they are making noise, but like you said, they don't play defense very well. Their bench is, average at best. So I think they're gonna get got by someone. But the East is also so weak.
Oh yeah, it's up for grabs. But
Yeah.
if you have KD, you got a chance. But at the same time, they're losing to the fucking Wizards and the
Yeah.
Cavs. So that kind of shows, and they're trying hard too. And all three
Yeah.
was playing. I'm pretty sure when they lost to the Cavs, James Harden was playing too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it's
it was like I remember their first game with KD, James Harden, and Kyrie, they lost back to back or whatever to the Cavs,
yeah.
which
No, but they got they're always gonna score.
hmm that'll win you games and might even get them in far in the playoffs. We'll see though. Um,
Should be
there was
very
something too
interesting.
when I was diving on your Instagram, I got pretty far back and you had a couple pictures with a Star Wars shirt on. Are you a big Star Wars fan or did you just really like that shirt?
Oh yeah, I was fucking the Millennium Falcon. Come on, bro. Can't get nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan, of
Okay, well
course.
I am a Star Wars nerd, so I was excited to be. I wanted to make sure that you liked Star Wars before I just went into it and
Oh
be like,
yeah. No, I've
I've
seen
seen
all
the
the Star
movie
Wars.
once, so like, okay, um, what did you think of the new movies, man? Were you a fan of them or not?
Yeah, I like well, I liked the last one was good. The Last
Yeah,
Jedi, right? That was the last one.
yeah,
They're
that was the
good.
last one that came out.
I
I didn't
think I
like
think
eight.
I think the storyline, I feel like the original ones are the best just because it's
Hmm.
like the origin story, but just to tell that
Yeah,
story like backwards or how he did it, George Lucas is fucking stupid, bro. It's just like a genius move.
yeah, that's
Like
fucking
it's his
crazy.
own like, it's the same thing with what's his name with James Cameron when he did like Avatar. Like it's
Hmm.
very original. It's not
Yeah,
a lot of people, that his character in this storyline. Think about how old that franchise is, bro, and it's still like,
yeah,
yeah, it's stupid, dude. But my favorites are the original ones, even though the graphics ain't as good. But
yeah.
it's just what it is. It's more, you could
They're
tell it's his
classics.
imagination. And once the
Yeah.
CGI came in, and obviously it got better, but um the fucking Attack of the Clones is a dope ass one.
Hmm. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. Episode
Revenge of the
3.
Sith. Hey,
That
is
one's
that
my
is that the
fave.
one where he turns into Darth Vader?
Yeah, and they fight on
Yeah.
Mustafar and all that at the end.
And then he fucking kills all the Jedi's. Like
Yeah,
basically
that's
when he became Darth Vader, he
yeah.
became like he went to the dark side, and it was just like, and Obi-Wan Kenobi was still trying to save him and shit. Or he
Hmm.
basically killed him, thought he died.
Yeah,
But
he kind of left them
uh,
there.
I feel like those ones are the dope ones, but those are like the early 2000s. The
Yeah.
graphics were getting a little better, but now this is
Yeah.
ridiculous now. But I
No,
like it
the
how they have the girl as the lead now,
hmm
and that one dude that plays Finn, he was talking shit that his character kind of they
Yeah.
didn't his story didn't go nowhere. So I
hmm
was like, motherfucker, you're in the Star Wars. Just be happy you got the check, and
Yeah,
yeah, you're immortalized now forever just by being in that fucking movie.
exactly, because it's like, because I read all the stuff he said, and I do understand why he felt how he did and stuff. But like you said, it's Star Wars. It's about a movie about aliens in a made up galaxy, like far, far away. They're focused on making that somehow believable to us, and not like on what's the politically correct thing and how to develop a character. Like they just want to make fucking money, and that's what
The
they're.
shit the shit that I'm ashamed of, and I heard it's really good because I don't have Disney Plus. I haven't
Mhm.
seen The Mandalorian. I heard it's really good.
Oh, bro,
I heard it's fucking.
it's
Uh,
fucking fire.
I know. I heard. Trust me,
Yeah.
and I see who's in it. I
Mhm.
look it up online. I'm like, yeah, I just got to steal somebody's password and get on Disney Plus. And
Yeah, bro.
yeah. No, I know I'm missing out. I heard it's a really good show. I was
They
working on the show. I was working actually on the show called. It's a show on HBO called A Black Lady Sketch Show. And it's
Uh-huh.
basically like it's like a second season, and it's pretty funny. Some of
Okay.
that shit's corny to me though. But it was a guy working in the crew. This
Mhm.
fool had every character Star Wars tatted on him, and
Jesus.
like not everyone, but a lot of them. Like his whole
Yeah.
right arm was covered, and all the original. Like he had Yoda, Darth Vader, Princess Leia. This
Wow.
motherfucker had. He even had what is what's that? Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
This fool
Jar
had
Jar.
he had
He had Jar
everybody,
Jar
bro.
Binks tatted on him.
Hey, he had everybody, bro. Like it was just random.
Bro.
And then I'm like, dude, what the? I was like, I know I'm not even gonna ask you, you're a Star Wars fan. Like you got this shit,
Yeah.
like you got it tatted on you. And then he's like, you should
Oh
see this. And he
man.
picked up his leg, and he had the Mandalorian tatted on his calf, but it was like 3D. It looked like it was
Wow.
weird, bro. It looked like when you put on 3D glasses and it has green
Yeah.
and red. The
Yeah.
effect that's exactly the color. Like it looked like it was popping out.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty dope.
mean, that's cool, but also it's not cool at the same time. Like,
Oh yeah, but he's like, you could tell he's like he used to be in a band or some shit, or he
okay,
he
yeah.
he's probably a Star Wars nerd, but at the same time, you could tell he has some kind of like punk rock to him because he had a bunch of tats. It's just
Yeah,
his
I
right
get you.
arm was dedicated to Star Wars,
Yeah.
and I at least know the history of the Mandalorian, even though I ain't watched the show. Like I remember that
Yeah.
old Mandalorian. I remember,
Yeah, no.
I think it came out in New Hope or one of the OG movies.
Yeah, the first time you get to see, I think It'd probably be like when you first see Boba Fett. It's probably the first
Yeah,
time
no,
they
it was when it was the first movie that what's his name that Lando came out in. That's when the Mandalorian was
Oh
on that one.
yeah. The Empire Strikes Back. It was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
yeah,
That's like the second one, right? Yeah, Empire.
yeah. Episode 5. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I know the character, or at least the original where they made that character from, like the whole costume and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter. I was like, I know the man. I haven't seen the show though.
Yeah, it's cool because it gets more into like the lore and like teaches you like who he is and the Mandalorian stuff. But it's also like sick action. You know, they start to bring in old characters and stuff.
They got
It's
fucking
cool.
Baby Yoda. Can't go wrong with that
Yeah,
Baby Yoda.
no, yeah, Baby Yoda's fucking adorable. So like they
But he's
didn't
not
really
a
backpot with that.
he's not a Jedi Master yet though, huh? Baby Yoda, or he's already like Jedi
Nah,
already.
well, yes. If fucking skip ahead if you're worried about. If they've already listened enough. They yeah, he's not even like we don't even know if he's like related to Yoda because in that like in the Star Wars like universe that race whatever those green long
Yeah,
bearded people are like there's nothing about him in anything so no one knows anything about him which is kind of sick so there's
yeah.
no like like you watch a Marvel movie and the nerds are like well here's what's gonna happen because in the comics like this character dies and
Yeah,
that character dies
they
and
got
like
references to go back on. Yeah,
yeah this there's like nothing that's canon
that's the
so
thing.
that's
That's the thing about it. When in the original Star Wars,
yeah.
Yoda was already old as shit. He was already like
Hmm.
super old. He was
Yeah.
old in all of them.
No, exactly. He still has a cane in fucking like in episode 2, he walks out and drops a cane before he fights. It'd be sick to see like a young Yoda like just fuck things up because the
In
way
his
he like
prime.
yeah when he's like in episode 3 when he's flipping around and doing front flips and shit like the
Yeah, but
little
that's like
ball
already
heads.
that's already like CGI though when he's fighting the Sith Lord.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see to just see how that goes. Have you seen Rogue One or like and the
I seen Rogue
Solo?
One. I seen
Okay.
Rogue One.
Did you like it?
Yeah. It was okay. It was a cool little side story, but then it's kind of
Yeah.
has depth to it. Because basically, Rogue One is like right. It's like it's like right before. Because
Episode
don't
4.
fucking. Because like it's before the first one, right?
Yeah, literally like cuz at the end, when Vader comes down and then you
And he
see
starts fucking
Leia.
shit up.
Yeah, that's literally like in the first scene if you watch 4, but you don't get to see him, which that scene's so fucking awesome where he's just shitting on everyone. That scene's
Oh yeah,
so dope.
yeah. I know exactly. Yeah, it's like it's at the end of Rogue One, and then he's
Yeah.
fucking shit up, and then he jumps on the ship, and then it's the beginning of the next movie
Yeah, which
after he
is
got done. Yeah,
which I thought was super cool. But like you said, it's one of the it wasn't a bad movie, but I wouldn't turn it on the same way I turn on like the classic ones. Like it's kind of just
yeah.
one that you
That's
watch
what makes
maybe
it.
if you
That's what makes it funny though, because if you're watching Rogue One and it's like that came out not too long ago,
mm-hmm,
and then you go watch, and then it turns to
yeah,
1970s. It's just all old school. It's like
that's
hell
true,
no.
man. Yeah, that's true. The writing gets a little corny, and I mean in all of them, but especially the old ones. Like some of it, you're just like, ah, such like 70s and 80s shit. But like, it still holds the test of time, no doubt.
Fuck yeah, yeah, bro. So when I rock Star Wars, bro, I'm really a fan. I'm not rocking
Uh
just
huh.
because the shit looks cool.
Yeah, no, exactly. It'll be crazy though, because if you think about it, like if you show Star Wars to your grandkids, if you have grandkids, like you might turn on episode 4 and they're gonna be like, "The fuck is this, Grandpa?" Like I'm not gonna watch this old. It'd be like imagine if your grandpa threw on like a Charlie Chaplin like black and white
Yeah,
film. You'd be like, "I don't really
it's
want to watch this." That's how they're gonna feel about the '80s Star Wars, which is crazy.
something about space, bro. Something about
Yeah,
outer space.
yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I,
they'll
I never liked Star Trek though. I never fucked with Star Trek.
Yeah, no, that same. I love Star Wars. Star Trek bores the shit out of me. I don't know what it is. I think it's
The new ones that they made, I think the ones J.J. Abrams directed, like
mhm.
pretty cool, but like the old shows and all that, yeah, I never got into it.
It just sounds like a lot of like lore I have to commit to. Like you have to now I gotta be like, oh, this guy's like Darth Vader. Like I gotta learn shit. I can't just watch
Nah,
the
Star
movie. I
Wars is
can't
way
just watch a
fucking.
movie. Star Wars is the same way, and Star Trek is the same. It's just I can't make the commitment right now. It's too much.
Nah, fuck no, you don't want to.
Yeah. All right. Hey, man, we're going to move into one of the final two segments and kind of wrap up the podcast here. We're going to do the actual Would You Rather segment. So I got two more Would You Rathers for you right now, and we'll answer them together. So the first one, would you rather have your hair and beard always be perfectly cleaned up or always have the newest clothes you want? So never got to go to the barber again, basically, or never have to go shopping. Like you just kind of like the coolest shit you want just shows up.
Um, I'll probably do the clothes
Okay.
because I'll let my shit grow out like fucking Bob Marley or John Lennon and shit. If I have to,
Yeah.
if I got fresh gear on,
Yeah, I
always,
guess
yeah,
that's true. Yeah. I didn't think of it that way. I'm spoiled because I've just never paid for a haircut in my life with my dad being a barber. So
yeah,
like
right?
I'm living the life. So like to me, I'm like, yeah, I don't pay for it. But I get people, you got to pay for a haircut. You got to make that appointment, that time to show up. Like I call my dad, like, hey, tell me when you're done with your last cut. And I show up at the shop and get cleaned up.
Yeah, that is kind of spoiled. I bet you if you
Mm-hmm.
grew your hair out, your dad would go crazy though. He'd be trying to cut your
Yeah.
shit in.
No, that's exactly how it is. Like he doesn't like I grew my hair out when I was young, like probably 9 or 10, and then since then he always as soon as it gets long, he'll just come over, he'll fucking pull it and be like, you need a haircut, your hair's getting long and shit. And then
Yeah,
even when I was in Kentucky, I would grow my hair out so that I would see him like every 3 months, when I'd come home or they'd come out for a game or something, and I would just grow my hair out until he could fly out with his clippers and he'd clean me up before game days. He'd cut a bunch of teammates' hairs and stuff. It
I
was
forgot
cool.
to ask you what position you play. You was quarterback, huh?
Nah, dude, I was about 50 pounds heavier and I played stand-up defensive end.
Oh, dope. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. If you
I
was on
was
defense.
yeah, man, I was a defensive player. I was no offensive player. I did 2 years at Santa Ana Junior College. So,
Yeah, I know
I
Santa Ana. That's dope.
yeah, I actually enrolled at Cerritos first too. I forgot to tell you that. And then I was gonna go to Cerritos, and they were like, "Yeah, man, like we see you playing maybe next year. Have you thought about redshirting?" And Santa Ana was like, "Hey, if you come here, you can start." So I
Yeah,
went to Santa
exactly.
Ana.
You went where you were wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And then Murray State was my only Division One offer. So
That
I
shit is dope, bro. That shit is
no,
dope.
it
Got
was
the
cool.
fuck out.
I last year I played my last season. I graduated not this December that happened, the year before that. And my senior year we played at Georgia, so I played in front of 97,000 people, sold out crowd, ESPN, Jake Fromm, DeAndre Swift broke my
That's
ankle.
fucking
Like
dope.
it was sick, dude. It was really fucking cool to play at that level.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was at a little fucking D2 school. But it
That's
was
still cool
still
though.
yeah, it was still experience. But playing those type of atmosphere get you ready for Sundays. You playing in front of
Yeah.
that many people, that's just dope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that was one of those things for a while. I was like, I'm gonna be an NFL player, and then I got to college, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'm really not as fast as everyone. Everyone runs faster 40s. Everyone's bigger,
Yeah,
stronger, and then you
yeah,
kind of have
that's
to accept it. It's sad, but it is what it is.
yeah. It's speed kills, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
NFL, and it's crazy now that everybody's like, it's still big guys, but it's like a lot of guys are smaller. They're more
Y-
speedsters. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy now. I'm
You
like,
got
dude, if I would have,
Miles Garrett's like 6'5", 275, and he runs a 4.45 40. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah,
I was
that's what I
never gonna
ran.
be that good. I was fucked.
I
I
ran like
just
a
wasn't.
4.47. I was
Oh,
like
you ran
always
a
4.4.
4.47?
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
that's
always like
fast.
4.4 because I ran
I
track too. But that shit's
okay, yeah.
crazy though. Being that big, running that fast.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I was sitting at like 6'3", 245, which is a smaller DN, and I was running a 4.7. And they were like, yeah, you got to be like 4.4, 4.5 to be that light or get 30 pounds heavier. And I was like, yeah, I cannot.
You should have been like, fuck that. I got technique, motherfucker. I'll do some
Yeah.
spin moves on that ass. You
I
don't always have
tried,
to be
dude.
fast. You see, what's
No.
his name? What's Luca? Luca from
Oh,
Dallas. That
yeah.
fool ain't fast at all. He be running past people or doing all kinds of
He's
dog.
goofy.
But he's been professional since he was like a teenager. He just
Hmm.
mastered that shit already. That
No,
shit is
exactly.
crazy, bro. he moves at his own pace though, and he still be going past people.
Yeah.
It's not always about being the fastest. It's like who's the swiftest, who got the best technique.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, yeah. It was still fun though. I'm not one to complain. The other would you rather is would you rather eat a hamburger in front of 10 starving children or tell yo mama jokes at an orphanage?
Damn, that's fucking. You got dark real quick.
Yeah, man. I don't come up with these. I go on like subreddit Would You Rather, and I just kind of sift through those. And this
Yeah,
one,
I would probably do the yo mama jokes just because I'm working on some jokes. And I'll
yeah,
be in front of, and I got an audience.
yeah, and like you
Nah,
said, hey, if these yo mama jokes are hitting at an orphanage, they're funny as fuck because they're not gonna laugh
exactly, bro.
at any yo mama
Exactly.
jokes.
And then, like I said, I don't mind bombing. They're not
Yeah,
laughing, but eating in front of starving kids, bro, that's just wrong, bro. Like
yeah.
yeah, that's horrible.
Because I mean, at least with the yo mama jokes, you kind of lie to yourself and be like, nah, like I'm cheering them up. They like this, like even if they don't. But there's nothing positive about eating just a cheeseburger in front of some starving ass kids, like just down on Skid
That
Row.
shit's
Like
so
you guys
wrong, bro.
fucking wish you had this shit, didn't you?
That's
That'd
just
be
so
so.
fucking wrong, dude. On so many levels. I don't
Yeah,
even have appetite sometimes. Just seeing some homeless people. Sometimes I'm about to eat and they walk by, like, damn, I just lost my. Now I gotta offer them the food.
yeah. I feel okay. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'd go with the yo mama jokes too. Um, the last two things I wanted to ask you before we go into the final segment and wrap it up is what's your favorite place you've toured? Because I know you've done a lot of. You said you've been on the road. You said you were in Montana. I saw you were all over the place. Do you have a place or a few places that you love to perform at?
Well, shit, like I'm mostly on. I've been to like Virginia, North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
Texas, but I think it's more Southwest. But I performed in Alaska and it was pretty dope. I ain't gonna
Wow,
say I
that's
would want to go
awesome.
back there like right away, but it
Yeah,
was just a
yeah.
dope ass experience.
No, that's
And
badass.
and I just updated my passport because my shit expired like a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not where I've been; it's where I'm going, dude. Like, cause I went to Australia for track and field when I was younger,
Oh
and
wow,
they
yeah.
have a big festival out there in Melbourne, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanna go out there. I want to go to Australia. I want to perform
Yeah.
in Europe, fucking South
Okay.
Africa. So it ain't where I've
That'd be
been; it's
sick.
where I'm going, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be sick. Yeah, I got my roommate in college was from Australia, so that's a
Oh,
place
bro,
too that I want to get out there
Australia's
and see that. And
just in general. Like, I don't know if you surf or just it's a lot of shit
yeah,
in Australia that's dope, but
yeah,
the comedy scene is pretty good. Like you know, I don't know because of COVID, it's pretty shut down for a little bit, but they have a big festival that's like a month long, comedy
wow, I
festival,
didn't know that.
and you can just jump on different shows. Yeah, it's in Melbourne, Australia, bro. And
That's sick.
yeah, and if you get in that festival, you make money too because it's gonna be different shows. You're just gonna jump on and you have some merch to sell, some shirts or whatever,
That's cool.
and just networking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my goal though, is to my funnies travel, so I want to get out overseas and shit, hit up Europe and Australia.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be dope, dude. That'd be super cool for you. I hope that gets to happen soon, sooner than later. It could be later with, how long these
Oh
travel.
yeah,
Like Americans aren't even we're not even allowed in certain countries
oh
still.
yeah,
Like
for
there's
sure.
hella travel bans and stuff. So it'll hopefully sooner than later, man. That's cool though. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you about is what'd you think of we're recording this guys on Monday the 8th. What'd you think of the Super Bowl yesterday?
Man, that shit was great because I'm a Niners fan. I wanted to see the
Okay.
Chiefs. I wanted to see the
Yeah.
Chiefs get their ass beat
Okay,
because
fair
that's what
enough, fair
you
enough.
know. Because we lost last year
Mhm.
with 10-point lead going to the fourth quarter, and these fools scored like 21 points in like 5 minutes or some shit.
Yeah,
I felt like Tom Brady, obviously, he's the GOAT.
no question.
I didn't think that the Chiefs are going to get their ass whooped like that. So,
Yeah.
so it was like, it was more than Tom Brady did what he had to do. Like, you know, he
Mhm.
didn't turn the ball over. Because I think he
Yeah.
threw a pick, and then there was a flag on the Chiefs, and they brought it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But as far as Tampa Bay's defense, yeah, the defensive coordinator should have got MVP, bro. Like,
For
where,
for real, dude. They
hey,
were it
hey,
was
no, think
crazy.
about it. Mahomes, they're dudes like they're pretty explosive. Their offense, their defense is shaky. Like their defense is okay, but their offense though, to not even score, to get shut out. Hey, bro,
One of
that's
3 teams ever to not score a touchdown in a Super Bowl ever, and it was the Chiefs with that offense.
And the thing about Mahomes, he didn't play a horrible game. He just was pressured the whole game. And I feel like a few players dropped balls and shit. And obviously the penalties on their defense fucked them over a lot. But the big ups to the Bucks defense, bro. Like defense, that saying is true as hell, bro. Defenses wins championships.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not no cliche, bro. That's like the truth, bro. Like, think about it. If your defense stops the other team, then the score is gonna be 0-0. If your team don't do shit and you stop them from scoring, and it's gonna be 0-0. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna do field goals out this bitch. But it was a cool Super Bowl. It was like I'd rather have been a better game.
Yeah,
but I'm still happy the Chiefs lost though, because I feel like they're acting like they're fucking unstoppable, and Patrick Mahomes doing the side throws like he's pitching and shit, and
they
no
love
look
him.
throw.
Sports Center loves anything that man does. They're like, oh,
what you mean, bro? The pass that he threw when he was getting like rushed and like he was falling to the ground, he was like parallel with the ground, and he still got the ball.
Crazy. That's crazy.
No,
he's so good.
No, he's good, bro. But the thing about it is they were still showing it like it was an incomplete pass, but it was just the fact that he got it off. And he got it right to his receiver, but the dude dropped it right in the end zone. But it was a good game though. The commercials are all right overall. The weekend performance was kind of whack.
Yeah,
I like the weekend, but I just felt like it was like all right. And it was okay.
It was nothing extravagant, especially for the Super Bowl. There could have been like a little more.
Bro, he should have. I don't know, because of COVID or whatever regulations they had to go through, but. He could have had some female dancers a little more.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we got spoiled. We got spoiled from last year with J-Lo and Shakira.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. Because
I was like, bro, he could have had more dancers.
I think he could have brought someone out too, like, you know what I mean? Had someone do a song or something. I don't know. It was cool.
Everybody has special guests, bro. He didn't have nobody. He was like, I'm about to be solo on this shit.
Yeah, I mean, props to him, but the crazy thing too about the defense, and you can appreciate this because you understand football, like I was reading this thing today, they said that the scheme that he put forward is they just were basically running cover 2 every play. They ran a ton of line stunts because the Chiefs O-line was injured and
there's a bunch of backup.
Yeah, and they just bracket coverage Tyreek Hill with the safety, and then they bracketed Kelsey underneath, and we're like, okay, beat us with your other guys then. Like have, Nicole Hardman and Sammy Watkins beat us, not Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes. And dude, and it's such a simple game plan, but they let their dogs go out there and be dogs, and they shut them down.
Yeah, that's another thing the Chiefs really didn't. Yeah, they didn't really. You could tell that they were just laying over. They didn't really put up a fight after a while. They were just accepting it. But like Tyreek Hill, the first time they played, bro, Tyreek Hill made a highlight reel.
Yeah, he front flipped in the end zone and shit. And
what do you mean? He had like almost 300 yards, bro, in the first half or something stupid. The first time they played, I'm talking about the first time they played.
I remember exactly what you're talking about. They ran it up on him. That's why, did you see Winfield got that penalty at the end because he gave the peace sign to Tyreek, but he did that shit to him earlier in the year. Yeah,
it was a little petty, little get back.
I liked
it. I would have did the same shit.
That's exactly why I liked it, because I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I loved it though. Yeah, I'm not a Chiefs fan, bro. And my boy, one of my good friends, is out there. He's a big Chiefs fan, and I texted him like a few days before. I was like, bro, the Chiefs are only favored by like 3 points. It's gonna be a close game. He's like, nah, watch, we're gonna blow them out. He's like, just watch. He was hella confident. I was like, I should have bet his ass.
Yeah.
And then I texted him yesterday, but I wanted to wait till like the fourth quarter. I was like, I don't want to say shit and jinx me, and then they end up coming back. I waited till like 4 minutes left, and I was like, bro, what happened to your Chiefs? He was like, damn, bro. He was like, man, I don't even want to talk about it right now. I was like, it's cool, man. Be safe out there. You still in Tampa. Have fun.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, dude. That was I couldn't believe it. I saw this crazy thing too. Did you see how there was a streaker during the game?
Yeah. He went
That
towards the end of the game, like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, something came out today, and like they're still waiting to see if someone just made this shit up, but it was leaked today that guy, like this guy had a picture with him and the streaker, like, and it was from the night before, and he was like, "Yo, I met this guy the night before, and he told me to put money down because there's prop bets, like, will there be a streaker? Yes. Will there be a streaker? No." And the odds were like 2,700, which means if you put $10 down, you make, $270. And this guy put down like 10 grand on there being a streaker and then streaked. And he made, I think they said he made like $56,000, and his bail and fees were like two grand. So he walked away up $54,000.
Oh, so that's why he did it. He was money motivated.
Yeah, which, dude, fuck, like, that's so smart. I wish I would have. Why didn't I think of that shit?
That shit's hilarious. But he had a little leotard on or some little thong, like a wrestler's outfit.
Yeah,
And then he hey, it's funny how he juked one of the security. He juked him.
Yeah.
And then he started sprinting, and he looked like he was like Dion, like high stepping into the end zone.
Yeah.
And then he like slid, and then he got fucking trounced and tackled.
Oh my God, I know.
That shit was hilarious, bro. I was like, but the TV cameras didn't show. It just showed him running, but it didn't show him get tackled though.
Yeah, I think they
cut away from
they
it.
don't show it. I think they don't show it in case, like, what do they do if on live TV he like pulls his dick out or something?
Yeah, exactly. Or he
like,
gets
then, yeah,
he gets shot
really
in the face or so.
Yeah, holy shit! Like it.
I like the dudes that run out. I love the security run out there trying to tackle though. Like, like they ain't getting no extra bonus for that shit, and they go out there and dislocate their shoulder trying to tackle a streaker.
I love seeing them get. Nothing's funnier than watching one of those guys, like the streakers, just evade the security guards, just taking ankles and snatching them as they just run all around. Yeah. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm mad I didn't bet on that game because I was definitely going for the Bucks.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be that outcome though. I thought it was gonna be more of a high scoring game on both sides.
Yeah, I fucking accidentally put a lot of money on the Chiefs, so.
Well, shit, that's not actually a lot of people. A lot of people did. They're like, they haven't lost since last November of 2019.
Yeah, and I thought it was a for sure. Like, I put a bunch of money on it, and then I even it was like.
Yeah, I'm talking about playoffs. I'm talking about playoffs, not the last game of the season when they like none of the starters are playing. They haven't lost a playoff game since last year, 2019.
Which is crazy. Yeah, it's all good though. I only lost like $100. It could have been worse. All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up right now. The last kind of segment we do is where, especially during quarantine, we call this the last resort media. Just suggest a movie, or if you saw a good movie recently, shout it out, and then we just rate it 1 through 3 because it's easier than 1 through 10. 1, you don't need to see it. 2, you should. 3 is a must see. The movie that I recommend and saw this week was The Little Things. It's on HBO. They just put it out with Denzel Washington and then Rami Malek in it. And it's a crime thriller. It's not an action thriller, so don't expect crazy action, but it's super suspenseful, and both those actors are fire. So it was a really good the show. I loved the movie. It was really good. And then the only other music that I'll put people on is I've just been listening to a lot of Dominic Fike. And then other than that, you can kind of promote a movie or any music you really like, anything like that.
Well, shit, I seen a movie on Netflix with Russell Crowe called 3 Days.
Okay, how was that?
It's him and his wife gets like wrongfully convicted of murder, and this motherfucker's trying to like break her out of prison because she didn't do it, but like all the evidence shows that she did. Her fingerprints are on the on the weapon that was used to kill her, and it was her boss, and she didn't get along with her boss. Like she was fighting with her, so he basically like the whole movie he's a teacher at a community college, and then it looks like she's not gonna get out, and he's like looking at he talking to Liam Neeson has a little small part where he's like, he has history in breaking out of prisons, and he's trying to get him like, the info on how to break her out. And this was trying to go through. He has to get new passport. He's trying to prepare for the breakout so they can leave and go on a run or whatever.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know anyone, and he's trying to find out. And he goes. The RZA has a small part where he goes up to the RZA.
Oh, that's sick.
The RZA selling like Oxycontin, just like the drugs on the street. He's like, hey, you know anywhere I could get passports and such. And it's just like the storyline's pretty good. Like what he goes through to get her out. It's really suspenseful. It's a thriller for sure. And it's called 3 Days. In 3 days, because he basically has 3 days to do it because she's gonna get transferred to another prison like far away.
Okay.
And but it's a really good movie. Russell Crowe's a good actor too.
Yeah. No, that sounds really good.
As far as music, shit, man, I'll be listening to a little bit of everything. Like something new. I don't know, like that chick that sang she didn't sing the national anthem, but she sang America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Her name's Her. Like that's her name. It's Her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like half black, half Filipino or something, but she has some dope ass music. She has a really good song with YG called Sly or some shit. That's all that I think of just because she fresh in my mind from yesterday.
Yeah, I get you.
And also February 19th, we're gonna be at Bricks Sunset Beach. We got Black Jesus. Black Jesus from Adult Swim, aka Slink Johnson, the comedian actor that plays Black Jesus. And then we're gonna have Jamar Neighbors. He was fresh off of the Rogan podcast. He was on JRE like last week, regular at the Comedy Store. He was in Keanu. He's in a bunch of shit, and he's a funny comedian too. He's originally from Compton too, Jamar. And he's gonna come through. And then also Brandon, if you want to come through, we got Brandon on the lineup too. You want to slide through, so we can have some, so we can have some diversity. You know what I'm saying? We can have all black comedians at Huntington Beach.
I'll bring the white crowd. I'll be the guy who talks to the cops if they show up. I'll be like, "There's nothing going on here.
Exactly.
Trust me, we're fine," and they'll leave. I got you. I'll come be the cop guy.
Hey, bro. Anybody ever told you? Well, I know you're taller. I met you in person. But from how you look right now, anybody ever told you kind of like Johnny Manziel?
Dude, my fucking homie is gonna fuck you. He's gonna love that you said that. We argued about this weekend. He was arguing for like 30 minutes. He was like, he looks like Johnny Manziel, and he put a pull up on his Instagram. And so I've had
it's just how you look right now though on camera, on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like the angle. But I met you in person. Obviously, you don't look like him in person.
I think, okay, here's the thing. I do kind of look like him. I think it's our nose. We got kind of like a distinct, like big, pointy white guy nose. And then also when you met me, I had like a mustache and a goatee. When I'm clean shaven like this, I look
you look more like him.
More like him. So yes,
that's
you
look younger too.
I can't wait to tell him this. He's gonna be so fucking happy that you.
Yeah, bro, Johnny Football. That motherfucker ruined his career.
He did. Such a waste of talent, dude.
Yeah, bro. He was just another version of what's his name? Kyler Murray. He was a smaller, quick ass quarterback.
Yeah. I'm glad to see Kyler Murray's doing a little bit better than Johnny Manziel is.
Oh yeah, of course, bro. He's doing a lot better. But Johnny Manziel didn't go number 1 though.
Yeah, that's true. What he was like number 12, or he was later in the first round?
He was like 12. He was in the first round, but he didn't go number 1. Kyler's on a different level, dog. But they're both Heisman winners, and they're both was really good in college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you. Well, man, besides the show on the 19th, you guys should go check it out. I'll come through, bro. I'm excited to see all those guys, see Jamar Neighbors, all that. Give you a second to promote your Instagram, all that stuff. Otherwise, guys, it will be in the bio and all that, but the floor is yours. Anything else you want to promote?
Oh, that's it, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Spend your stimulus checks on some drugs and prostitutes and just back and forth. You can put that money back into the community. And you can follow me on all social medias under my name, just at Jamario McClain, Jamario McClain. I appreciate you having me, dog. Sorry about my phone. Sorry about my phone earlier, bro. I had to go to the backup phone.
It's all good. They're gonna know nothing about that shit. They'll be edited right out. But I appreciate you for doing it. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Guys, thank you for listening. We still got stickers. As you can see, I'm wearing the shirts that we collabed with Sophisticated Lifestyle. The link's in my bio for those if you guys want a shirt. They're still up for a limited time. And then other than that, keep listening to the podcast. I appreciate you guys if this is your first or your 47th time. And most importantly, thank you for letting us be your last resort. See ya.
This has been a Your Last Resort production.